5 steps to crush your goals in the new year. Now, do you always start the new year and you've got some pretty good goals, you're pretty excited about it, but somehow after about a month a lot of that stuff kind of falls off and doesn't get done, and then you don't accomplish what you want? Well, in this video I'm going to show you the steps that you can take to actually achieve your goals this year and make things happen, and we're starting right now. Hey, I'm JR Fisher. If you're new to my channel, you've got to subscribe. Click that subscribe button down there. Super important that you do that. And don't forget, ring the bell. There's a bell right next to that subscribe button. You need to click on that, and then you need to set it for all notifications. If you do that, when you do that, you're going to get notified every single time I do a new video, and you'll be part of the Fisher family, the VIP group that gets noticed way before everybody else does. Also, I want to give you a free course. It's a $97 course. All you have to do is click down in the description and it will take you to the course, and you can start learning right away. Now, if you're new to this channel, let me assure you, this channel is here to help you out. We help you start, run, and grow your online business. I've sold millions of dollars of products, both digital and physical, since 2009 online, and I share this information with you so you can do the same thing in your business. So the first part is you need to adjust your road to hit your core desires. Okay, a lot of people don't do this, and time gets away from you. Time goes pretty fast nowadays. You need to get on top of this right away at the beginning of the year so that you do have the right road to go down and you can achieve these goals. Now, here's the other thing that a lot of people don't realize: you deserve it. Okay, a lot of people think, well, I don't deserve to make 100,000 a year, I don't deserve to make 100,000 a month. Yes, you do. You're no different than anybody else. You certainly do deserve it. And when you have this doubt and this feeling of not being worthy, it really does affect how you approach your goals, how you set your goals, and if you stick with them and if you work hard. So the first thing you got to do is get your mindset right. You got to know that you do have value and you deserve it as much as anybody else. Now, just because I said you deserve it doesn't mean that you should put crazy goals out there. Okay, so don't start off the year and say, you know, I'm going to run a 10K every single day, I'm never going to eat sugar again, I'm going to learn 3 languages this year, and I'm going to write 4 books. Okay, it's a bit much. Okay, so you want to have things that are achievable and making you stretch a little bit. You do want to stretch, but you don't want to make it so much that it's overwhelming that after 30 days you're like, oh, I can't run a 10K every day, and I do want some sugar every now and then. Okay, so you've got to have attainable goals too. And then some people will decide, well, I'll only have 1 or 2 goals, but I'll make them really good goals. I really put time into them. Like, I'm never going to eat past 5 p.m. I'm never going to do that. And then after a few weeks, you slip a little bit, and that goes by the wayside too. So that's not the way to go about it either. Now, if you follow some of the tips I'm going to give you right now, you'll become a pro on planning this and actually achieving some of these things. Number 1 thing I would tell you to do is assess your current reality and base your goals on that. Okay, a lot of people say, well, I want to entirely change my life this year, and that's just too big of a goal, and it doesn't match with your reality. You're still living in the same house, and you still have the same family and friends and all that, so you've got to kind of work around all those things and adjust your goals to where it also fits in with your reality. If you've got 2 little kids and you got to get them off to school every single day in the morning, well, it wouldn't be wise to say, I'm going to get up every day and go for a run, and then there's nobody to take care of the kids, so you can't do that. So maybe you have to adjust that. Maybe it's an afternoon thing, and maybe it's a walk, or maybe you spend some time at the park with the kids. But make sure you're adjusting your goals with your reality, because you do have to work within the confines of what is real. Now, here's the hard part. Bill Gates once said that we tend to overestimate what we can do in a year and way underestimate what we can do in 10 years. Understand that goals take time. To change something in 12 months is a big task, but we can have little goals in there that lead us to the big goal of 10 years or 5 years. So write down your goals, man. Maybe you've got 8, 10, 12 goals, but then only select 2 or 3 of those big goals. Work on those big goals, do those big goals. Once you get those and you get those down and you're achieving those goals, then go back to the rest of your goals and decide what 2 or 3 you're going to add back to your list. Number 2, couple your goals with pain. And what do I mean by that? Well, some days you're going to feel like going to the gym. You're going to want to go there. It's going to feel great. The weather's going to be right. You're well rested. You got enough to eat, and you show up at the gym. But there's those other days you didn't sleep that well that night, and maybe it's cold and rainy outside, and maybe you're kind of tired, and maybe you don't feel that well. Those are the days you really need to go to the gym. Okay, those are the ones that are going to make all the difference. Anybody can do something when it feels good, when it's easy, but it's those people who do it when it's not easy, when it doesn't feel good, that actually get stuff done. You know, I think about Elon Musk, and he had to deliver a whole bunch of cars at one point, and he actually pitched a tent in his factory and stayed there and slept right there in the production area so that he could oversee getting these goals achieved. Now that can't have been comfortable for him. That can't have been fun. He could go out and, you know, go to celebrity parties, I'm sure, and have a great time and, you know, have all that fun, but he knew that he had to go through that pain to achieve the goals he wanted, and that put him in the next level up because he does things like that. So understand, you're not always going to feel like doing the things that you should do, and that's exactly the things you should do and when you should do it. Number 3, to succeed, think convenience. Okay, you got to set yourself up for success. If I were to join a gym and that gym is a half hour or an hour drive from the house, that probably wouldn't happen. I probably wouldn't stick with it. You can, you know, if you want to really exercise, you could have equipment in your house. The gym I go to is probably 10-minute drive away, so that's convenient enough for me to actually get there. So do the same thing with food. If you're deciding that you want to change your eating habits and you want to eat healthy, you're going to have to throw out all the bad food at the house, and you're going to have the healthy foods there that you want to eat. If you've got to go down to the store to get the healthy meal that you said you were going to eat, then of course you may not do it. So setting yourself up for success is thinking about this convenience thing. How convenient are you going to make it for your goals? I know I have to shoot videos, so at one point I was shooting videos in my living room, and every time I shot a video we would have to put up a big screen in the back, and we would have to get the lights out and drag everything out and box everything up again, and that prevented me from doing as many videos. Now I'm sitting in my office. The office is set up for filming videos, and it makes it a whole lot easier now. All I got to do is write my scripts and come in here and sit down and talk. It's still work, it's still hard, but it's set up and it's convenient, so I'm more likely to do it. Number 4, plan and prepare like a boss. You know, anybody who is successful will tell you they plan. There is a plan in place, and the shame is most people don't plan their lives. They don't plan what they're going to do every day. They don't plan what they're going to do every month. They probably spend more time planning their vacation than they do their life goals, and that's a shame. Now, all you need to do is plan it specifically, okay? So when I say specifically, you got to have an end date to your goals. You can't just say, one day I'd like to learn another language. That won't work. You have to specifically put calendar times that you're going to work on this particular goal and have it set. And you want to make sure you prepare for it. What do I mean prepare for it? Well, what I mean is you got to get all the tools together that you're going to need. If you're going to start cooking at home and you're going to cook healthy meals and you don't have any pots and pans, right? You've only got, you know, butter knife and paper plates, you're probably not going to do well. If you want to have a meal that's healthy every night, you may want to go out and get an Instant Pot. We got one of those recently, and it makes it really easy. You put all your stuff in there, it's convenient, and in no time you've got a meal. If you decide that you want to go to the gym, go out and get some gym clothes, buy some good shoes. A lot of times people won't do that because they go, well, I will if I stick with it. Now the problem with that is if you don't do that, you're not going to stick with it. So if you don't have the tools you need to achieve what you want, then obviously you probably won't go to the gym if you don't have the clothes, you don't have the shoes. Number 5 is be open to change. Now this is a thing that trips a lot of people up. They say, you know, I want to do this thing and I'm going to do this thing and this is the way it is, and then something comes along. Maybe they say I'm going to go to the gym 4 or 5 days a week, and then one day they can't, like today I've got to shoot videos. Okay, I can't go to the gym today. I want to go to the gym and I'm going to try to make time later on in the day, but I may not be able to do it. But what happens with some people is if they get that interruption, if life changes whatever they're going to do, if they had slotted some time to read a book or whatever and they can't, they kind of throw their hands up and they go, well, I messed up already and I can't do it anymore. I messed up my diet, so I might as well just go off the diet because I ate a cheeseburger today. So don't let that happen to you. Understand that life has some changes, and because you get off track for a second doesn't mean you can't get back on track. Don't let those minor interruptions destroy all your goals, because they're going to come along, they're going to happen, and you just kind of look at it, you adjust, and you go back to your goal. All kinds of things can happen. Maybe you get stuck in traffic one day and you were supposed to be somewhere at a certain time to work on one of your goals, and instead of getting angry about that, instead of getting upset, say, well, maybe I can use this to come up with a couple more ideas. I'll put some notes on my phone, or maybe I can use this to unwind a little bit and relax. And most people don't think of traffic jams as relaxing, but what if you did? What if you actually said, you know what, life is happening right now, and I could try to enjoy it, or I could get angry because of traffic, because I figured out over the years that getting angry at traffic doesn't make it go away. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. And I've tried it, really. I've tried getting really angry. I mean, super angry. I really worked hard at this, and it doesn't make traffic go away. So you got to kind of accept it and go, you know what, I could just enjoy it instead. So all in all, if you follow those 5 steps and you stick with it, and that's the whole thing, just stick with it. Don't quit this year. Don't quit. Stick with it. And if you get off track, understand that that's okay, and you can get back on track. Okay, the track is still there. It's just that you got a little bit off it. If you mess up on your diet, or you don't film that video, or you don't write that sales letter or whatever, there's always tomorrow. Okay, so get back on track. Now, if you found some of these things helpful to you, don't forget to subscribe. There's a big subscribe button down there. All you got to do is click it, and important thing, ring the bell. There's a bell down there. You need to turn on all notifications, set it to all notifications. Then you'll be part of the Fisher family, the VIP folks who get a notification every single time I do a new video. I really appreciate you watching, and I'm going to pay you for that. How? There's a course below, a free course, a $97 e-commerce course that you can get absolutely free just by clicking the link. So make sure you grab that, and I'll see you on the next video. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.